Plateau. If civilians were aware, how come those who were paid to secure are not aware? Oshiomole says. That's a big question. So, if the civilians in Plateau State were aware that there was going to be an attack on them, how come the security agencies that are being well paid every month and their job and training is to secure lives and property were not aware? That is a very funny situation, and that is the question Shomole is asking here, and I just hope there will be answer. Okay, because the defense headquarters has come out to say that first of all, they didn't have the right armament, and number two is that the terrain of the environment is very unusual for them, and number three is that the strategy and coordination of the terrorists is also very, very complicated for them. So with all those excuses that the defense headquarters is giving, I wonder how Nigerians will be trusting them again going forward. In response to the killing in Plateau State, Senator Adams Oshiomole expressed dissatisfaction and annoyance with the security agencies. He stated that if civilians were aware of the attack in Plateau, how come those who were paid to secure it are not aware? He made this statement in reaction to the late response of the security agencies in Plateau State, pointing out that if the security agencies were proactive, this incident wouldn't have happened, and that is true. Speaking further in a video posted by News Central TV, Adams Oshiomole stated that the Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Defense, and other heads of security agencies should come and explain to Nigerians why they shouldn't be held responsible for the killings in the Plateau State. He added that the security agencies should know that we are angry with them for failing on their duties. So according to him, we summoned the Chief of Army Staff and Chief of Defense and the Chief of Air Staff and IGP to tell us why we should not hold them responsible for these killings. If somebody spent 3 days in Plateau and he got the kind of information that one of the senators shared with us, it shows that the attack on Plateau took proper planning, and you can't carry out that level of planning in secret that it won't leak. So if civilians were aware, how come those who were paid to secure it are not aware? We need to let them know that we are in pain and that we are angry with them for failing in their duties. Exactly. So what Oshiomole is saying is actually correct. How come those people that were paid, an attack that took over 48 hours, they must have taken over a month to plan it. That is the truth. The operation that lasted for 48 hours in a community would have been planned using a month. And how could they have planned this over a month and it never leaked? This is very serious, I tell you the truth. This is very serious. So the question Oshiomole is asking now is how come this size and expansive attack was done and the military did not know? Meanwhile, the civilians in Plateau State were aware, according to what a senator shared with them. So what happened? So what Oshiomole is saying is that they are calling the security agencies, the military, and the police to come and explain why they failed and how they failed. All this explanation that the Chief of Defense Staff or Defense Secretary is giving about the terrain and about the coordination of the terrorists they have all the training to counter such terrorist activities. That is it. So all these excuses is giving logistics, communication, terrain, coordination, and all of those things are flimsy excuses. The truth is that they need to tell us what they're doing in the military. The military is obviously compromised, and they need to come out to the public to own it up that yes, they are compromised. It is a very bad situation, and nobody prays to have such military in the country. Is it the kind of military that will go and fight external wars? Is it the kind of military that want to go to Niger Republic to go and reinstate democracy? It's not possible. The military is heavily compromised, and it is obvious. Very, very obvious. So some people are saying any country that failed woefully to protect her citizens is not qualified to remain as a country. Exactly. Nigeria has failed in this regard since the time of Obasanjo, almost ending of Obasanjo government into Yaradua and Goodluck Jonathan till today. Terrorist activities has been at the peak, and the government has failed us for the past 16 years. I tell you, for the past 16 years, it is a very bad situation. Someone said that is the reason people of Biafrans, okay, Oduduwas and the Middle Belters are getting tired of one Nigeria. Of course, everybody is tired of one Nigeria. One Nigeria, my feet. It is not working. The one Nigeria is not working. That is it. It is not working. And somebody say here, I'm not tired of one Nigeria, but we need to make it work. That is what Adam Oshiomole is doing by showing displeasure in the way the security services handle that situation. Don't worry now, if you're not tired of one Nigeria, don't worry. One Nigeria will happen to you. Some say they know they are all cowards, of course. The military can't stand them. Obviously, the military can't stand the terrorists. The security agents are human. Blame the leaders that are supposed to do the needful by bringing on board true federalism. Okay, example in 2014 National Confab. Why are we like this? You senators that can't even legislate stiff penalty on terrorism and banditry that are sinking the country daily are same people calling for the head of the military. On are not the shame and fear God, fear God self. Is it in you, so-called lawmakers? Watch PMB was pampering Boko Haram with questionable rehabilitation and all sorts. Is it to collect constituency allowance over blind functions? Not oversight, over blind functions. Okay, driving luxurious cars off your microphone, and setting up of investigation panels till eternity. You people are therefore, well, I blame our military. So the thing here that the Senate also have their own problem because they're not legislating well. That is the truth. They're not making laws that will reform the country. The National Confab of 2014, they don't want to implement it. Buhari was there, was pampering Boko Haram and reintegrating them to the military, and the Senate could not do anything because the Senate and the House of Rep, they are rubber stamp legislators. That is how bad it is. So it's a very bad situation we find ourselves, and something must be done. And somebody saying, I agree with you, Nigeria is ripe for separation. That is it. Nigeria is obviously ripe for separation. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for saving Indigbo from these killings. For saving his people, they tag him terrorist. Those that called him terrorist, Fulanis will kill them, kill their village people, and one by one until all of them will die. Mark it. I am begging to like Oshiomole honest questions, okay? If it is from his heart. Talk and end up there. That is what Nigeria be. Of course, Nigeria is to talk and end it there, not it happen. So we pray that at the end of the day, that God will help this country to recover from this level of insecurity.